Ukraine. Recently, you often hear about this country in Eastern Europe from the news, radio broadcasts, read about it in newspapers and on the internet, and also see blue and yellow flags on the streets of your cities. All this is due to the brutal war that Russia is waging against Ukraine. But what do you really know about the next conflict on the world map and Ukraine as a whole? When did Russia's war against Ukraine begin? And to figure it out, we need to go back to 1991 altogether. The USSR is falling apart. Ukraine, like other Union republics, declares independence. The civilized world supports the right of these countries and peoples to self-determination. However, the United States and other countries are concerned that Moscow will not just want to let go of its subordinate territories. The prevailing view was that the collapse of the Union could very likely lead to a protracted conflict with the use of nuclear weapons. In 1993, US Secretary of State Lawrence Eagleberger, handing over the cases to his successor, writes a 23-page note. He points out that if democratic reforms do not work, Russia, as the legal successor of the totalitarian USSR, will once again become a threat to the world. And the second is that Russia can start a war with any of the Union republics, and Ukraine is under particular threat. Why? The Crimean Peninsula, which Russia had plans for, became the time bomb for Ukraine. This is a territory with extraordinary geopolitical potential. For centuries, the one who controlled the Crimea controlled the Black Sea, as well as the coastal territories. In 1991, according to the results of a referendum, Crimea received a special status of an autonomous republic within Ukraine, with its own Verkhovna Rada and later the constitution. Belonging to Ukraine was dictated at least geographically. After all, thanks to the presence of the isthmus, it was Ukraine that naturally provided Crimea with fresh water and electricity. But the most controversial issue remained the issue of the Black Sea Fleet, which had to be divided between Ukraine and Russia. In theory, the Russian part of the fleet should be based in the ports of the Russian Federation. But of course, Russia did not want to lose the ability to control the Black Sea. But Ukraine did not want war with its neighboring state. Therefore, a compromise was found to conclude another friendly agreement, lease agreement. According to it, Russia left its fleet in the Ukrainian Crimea for 20 years, until May 28, 2017. In 2010, the agreement was extended until 2042. But unfortunately, friendly concessions did not dampen Russia's appetites, but only gave the former empire time to prepare for an attack. Russia is using the Black Sea Fleet as a Trojan horse to seize Crimea in 2014. It is with the events on the Ukrainian peninsula that the war, which has been going on for almost 10 years, will begin.